Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening today. I'm going to be doing a tarot reading for the entire year of 2022, and this is going to be specific for the zodiac sign of Cancer. Given the length of time that we're going to cover today, the whole year of 2022, I do really recommend you check out Sun, Moon, and Rising to get a full picture of 2022 for you. So this is going to be for the full year, but the reading itself is going to be the same. We're going to take a look at what happened in 2021, what's wrapping up. We're going to take a look at what's going to happen in 2022. We're going to take a look at 2022 finance, career, money. We're going to take a look at 2022 love, relationships, family. And in the final column, we are going to do a message from your future self or spirit guide. Something for you to carry into 2022 with you. I'm also going to do some additional cards at the end that I typically don't do. I will, of course, give you your 3 yes or no's. But let's go ahead and get started. So as we wrap up 2021, I feel sensual. Sensual is a good thing. Making sure that you are feeling yourself, feeling in touch, and sensual does attract people when you're in this state of sensual. But let's see kind of what's going on 2021. Okay, the first card that we have is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is oftentimes nostalgic. It could be gifts, it could be reunions. So you may have been feeling very nostalgic this year. There's been things that triggered you to reflect. Reflection is a really good thing. That's the whole reason why we do this column. So maybe a period of reflection for a lot of you. I'm also getting that some of you were reunited with various people. Of course, we'll clarify. We have the Ten of Wands. I think overall, some of you felt very tired in 2021. That's the message that's coming through. The Ten of Wands is a card of being exhausted. It's a card of being tired. So if you look, this person is carrying all of these wands. They're carrying a whole bundle. They have their arms wrapped around them and they're crying into them. You have too many things going on. You're overwhelmed. You need a break. So for a lot of you, you might have felt like you just were doing so many things all year long. At the bottom, we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a very confident person, very self-assuring. So I do feel like a lot of you were confident in the decisions that you were making. That probably feeds into some of that sensual feeling. Maybe reflecting back gave you a sense of confidence, that ability to self-assure. Self-soothing is a big thing, so I'm glad that you were able to do that. But what I'm getting is that it was kind of a tired and trying year. Of course, we'll clarify what messages we have here too. So we have the Seven of Cups. Oh, one thing that I did want to mention, that wand energy, which is still coming through pretty strong. So wand is oftentimes fire signs. This could have been interactions with fire sign that were making you really tired. Especially given the next card that came up. It's also creative. So some of you might have felt that you were lacking the ability to be creative in 2021. But going forward, let's see what we have here. First card that we pulled for clarifying is the Seven of Cups. This is a card of having too many choices. There's lots going on. There's something in every single cup and it's something different. Probably connecting to that Ten of Wands of there's just a lot. You had a lot going on in 2021. That's on top of, again, that Six of Cups, which is nostalgic, reunion. So maybe some thinking back was also a burden for you, for those of you that were being nostalgic and reflecting. Maybe reunions or connections with people were also what were exhausting you. Let's move on to our next one. That wand energy continuing to carry through. Seven of Wands. This was a card of self-defense and having to protect yourself against competition. That very well will burn out as well. If you have too many things going on and you feel like you're defending yourself all the time, you're going to be tired. So just like overall, I'm feeling that there was a lot for you. Then we have the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is a card of self-imposition. The interesting thing about this card is like this person's arms are bound down and their eyes are blindfolded. But I feel like there's swords sticking into the ground, and at any point in time this person could very easily back up and cut themselves free. That's on top of our Queen of Wands. So what I'm getting from that is like you did this exact thing, and you were more confident and you were more self-assured. Even though you obviously were having to reassure yourself a lot and self-soothe a lot in 2021. Fortunately, it's going to be 2022, so let's take a look at what we have going on, and hopefully we can leave some of that tiredness in 2021 for you, Cancer. We have the card I Will Protect. Protecting is a good thing. You can be protecting yourself, protecting your loved ones, protecting your boundaries, protecting your feelings. Let's see. Again, this is going to be broad. We're thinking 2022 as a whole. What do we have going on? What kind of things will come through? Oh, my favorite card in the deck for you at the bottom. Always love that. First things first, though, we have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is a card that not a lot of people like, but I actually personally do. So if we look at this card, everybody's heads are kind of hanging down, and the swords are stuck in the boat. It's kind of a sad card, but if you see, the boat is like going forward. It's moving forward. So when we have the Six of Swords, this is a necessary transition. This is moving on to something better, bigger and better. This is moving you in the right direction. In some cases, some of you might actually physically move or relocate, or some of this could be just a moving forward sort of transition in life. We then have the King of Pentacles, or excuse me, the Knight of Pentacles. This is a very reliable card. It's patience, it's hard work. So I think your hard work, your patience, all of that will continue. We'll clarify a little bit more. I feel this progressing quite nicely for you, Cancer. Then we have the Ten of Cups. I'm sure you've heard me say this before. My favorite card in the entire deck. This is a wonderful card for family, contentment. This is total love and support. This card is everything. We have a rainbow, all the cups are full, we have a happy couple here, we have kids, there's a house, there's running water, the grass is green. It's seriously the card of everything. So I would say this is going to be great relationships. For those of you wanting a kid and a family, it's great. For those of you moving, again, trying to buy a house, I would say it's going to be a great sign for those of you buying a house. So like all the hard work and things you've been chipping away off are going to pay off for you, Cancer. Let's clarify this column. Some more really great cards for you. First things first, we have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is about giving or receiving help. It's generosity. So I feel like either some of you are giving too much or not receiving enough. I feel like there's going to be harmony. We're going to get away from this point of exhaustion. So better balance, definitely. You might find somebody very generous as well. Could be money coming in for you. That's on top of our Six of Swords, which is that transition, that moving, that relocation. You're going to like transition into a place of better balance, which is always great. Followed by another balance card. Have to love that. This is the Temperance card. This is a card of balance. It's harmony. It's patience. So again, like whatever you were working for. So I feel like there was time and energy put into something. But great balance coming in for you. And then we have the Strength card. Always have to love the Strength card too. Really good one to have no matter where in your reading or in what context. But with the Strength card, this is a card of self-love, unconditional love, self-respect, courage, and that's on top of like that contentment. So again, I feel like this is like everything you could want, Cancer, which is really, really wonderful. Now let's take a look. Let's move forward into 2022 career, finances, money, your job, businesses you may run, investments, and see what we get there. Definite sword energy coming through here, which is air sign and intellect related. So just keep that in mind. That will resonate with some of you. There is a Ace of Swords to kick things off. This is a new idea, a new sort of mental clarity. Ace of anything is a sense of newness. I would say that this is good. Newness in the career is always good. We'll of course clarify, but the word that's coming through there is new. We have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is a card of loss or regret. So some of you may be regretting something in the career money aspect, but we'll take a look at that and clarify some more. Then we have the Two of Swords. This is like sometimes having to compromise or make a decision. These two are feeling connected together. So like you might be like grieving whatever this compromise or decision is that you have to make. Maybe you have to leave your job for some odd reason and you really loved your job, or maybe you're having to do a new type of job and you're like kind of grieving what you had before. Makes sense with this new energy too, but you're going to be, I think, sad possibly about the compromise or the change. However, I feel like it's probably going to work out well for you. Let's clarify though and see what we get in this column. So things definitely will work out for you. You may be slightly grieving whatever this changes though at the beginning, Cancer. Want to be clear and upfront with what I'm getting. But the first clarifying card we have is the Hermit card. This is going within for clarity. This is like personal development, personal truth. So as this situation comes up and you have to compromise or make a choice, make sure you're trusting your intuition as you move into this new journey. Be thoughtful about what you want. Then we have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a card of teamwork. This is expansion or travel. I'm getting some of you may be going back into the office, which could be what's making you sad. I would understand. I do not want to go back to the office either. Hear you there. But some of you could be like returning to work possibly, and that's what's kind of a bummer. You could be moving teams though also, or your team could be expanding in a way that you weren't expecting, or even getting smaller possibly. But with the Three of Wands, this is a card of teamwork. So I do still see there being a team there for you. And then at the bottom is Three of Cups. This is a strong way to end this column. This is again that circle of support. So going back to that team, do feel like you're going to be supported. You're still going to be on a team and it's going to be good. But this ends in celebration. So I feel like whatever this changes that's coming, be really thoughtful about whatever's going to happen. Know that you may not feel great about this compromise or this choice, but I think it's going to end really, really well for you, Cancer. So make sure you're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Let's move into the column specific to family, love, relationships, and see what we get coming up. Okay, so two major arcana cards here. We have the Magician card. Love the Magician. This is a very creative type card. This is turning visions into reality. This card has everything though. We have the affinity, abundance. We have a wand, we have a cup, we have a pentacle, we have a sword. It's really like whatever you want to accomplish, you can. So if you're single and you want to be with somebody, you can do that. If you want to continue to advance your relationship, you can do that. I would say this is like the possibilities are endless at this point. Of course, we'll clarify. We have the Empress card. This is typically a card of happiness. Like this is a happy woman, but typically this could be happy woman or male. I don't typically associate gender, but this is like a happy person relationship. So I think this is going to be you. The Empress card is like also a card of creation. So is the Magician card. So two creative creation type cards in a row. But this is also a card of pregnancy, fertility, good parenting. So for those of you wanting babies, this is a great time. This is definitely like a fertility type. So I would say that some of you are definitely going to have children going into 2022. Then we have the Five of Swords. This is a card sometimes of not a great relationship. This seems to be coming off more as a family member or friend though versus significant other. But this is kind of like a bully relationship or just not the healthiest relationship. It can sometimes be an abusive relationship. So do keep an eye out for that, or a violent relationship. Again, I don't know that this is spouse. This seems to be coming through as like somebody connected to you, like through family or friendship. Of course, it could be your partner for some of you. But let's clarify here and see what we get. So the first clarifying card we have is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is keeping and maintaining boundaries. It's being very persistent. That's directly tied down to that Five of Swords I was telling you about. So make sure you have boundaries with whoever this person is. So with the Nine of Wands, the wands are stuck into the ground. It's not a wall, but it's filtering what's coming in. Not everything can come through the wall of wands. So do make sure that you have boundaries with whomever this person is. Maybe it is your spouse, maybe it's family, friends, but definitely boundaries are going to be important there. That's on top of the Magician card, which is like being able to turn visions into reality. Maybe you do still want this relationship, but make sure there are boundaries there. Also, this could be like a dream relationship for some of you. Like, you know what you want, you have the boundaries you want. The Magician is going to give you the capability to bring that relationship to life. Then we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is a very intentional card. It's very strategic. It makes total sense for family planning for some of you. Again, those hoping for baby, pregnancy. But this is like, could be also long-term relationship also. And then we have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is a card of needing rest and retreat and solitude and recovery. So for some of you, you might be recovering from this not very good relationship, or you could be retreating away, or I guess like really removing yourself from the situation. Okay, and now last but not least, we are going to do a message from our future self or spirit guide in this final column. The affirmation and summary card that we have is I am a warrior. And let's see what message comes in here. Another strength card. Cancer, you're very strong, in case you didn't know. So 2 major arcana cards, but let's start here with our Three of Wands. This is also a repeat card from earlier. This is teamwork, this is expansion, this is travel. I think some of you will be traveling in 2022. There's going to be some sort of expansion in your life. For some of you, that could be that baby we were just talking about. It could be that new team on a work perspective. It could be that new relationship with boundaries. Getting expansion though. Expansion, travel, teamwork there with their Three of Wands. The Strength card again. So the Strength card is self-love, it's unconditional love, it's self-respect, it's having courage. All wonderful traits. So your spirit guide, future self, is letting you know, make sure you're carrying those traits into 2022. Then we have the Judgment card. This is a card of clarity. This is a final decision. This is a wake-up call. This is typically very favorable for you. So I feel like you're going to move into this sense of clarity. You're going to be very self-assured with that Strength card. There's going to be a lot of self-love. What I'm getting is like, this is expansion of who you are too. Like your personality and your traits and your confidence. So let's clarify. Makes total sense there with our Wheel of Fortune, because that is a turning point card. So you're getting to turn the corner and start something new. This is also a card of good fortune and good luck. So I think in 2022 you will have good luck. That's on top of that Three of Wands. So this expansion, this travel is going to be really, really good for you. It's going to be a turning point. We have the Star card. This is renewal. This is hope, inner clarity. This could be miracle. For some of you, you might also be in the spotlight. That's on top of that Strength card, which this is inner clarity, and I think with Strength card you're getting self-love, unconditional love, self-respect. So there's a lot of like going from within coming for you, Cancer. And then at the bottom we have the Five of Cups. This is the card again of loss, regret, that kind of grieving. Do think you're going to be grieving whatever again this shift is. That's on top of the Judgment card. But the final decision I think will be the right decision for you. It is really going to be a great turning point. All right, so at this time, I'm going to pull 3 yes or no questions for you. So if you have any other questions on 2022, we're going to use the Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck here and give you 3 short yes or no answers. The first card we have is the 3 of Diamonds. This is the number 48 card. This is going to be a no. We have the 2 of Clubs. This is the number 46 card. This is also going to be a no. And then we have the 2 of Diamonds. This is going to be a yes. So no, no, yes for you, Cancer. I have not, so I debated if I was going to do this or not, and I decided to do it. So I'm going to give you a healing stone for the year to carry. The card that you're getting, Cancer, is Rose Quartz. This is a stone of softness, love. This is a big self-love card. This is helping you be gentle but firm. So keep this with you in your pocket, on your nightstand, at your desk at work. I haven't pulled these cards before, but I am going to for this reading. We're going to do an angel wishes. So a message from angels. The card coming through is You Are Never Alone, believe. We're also going to pull a Let Go card. We want to make sure we're letting go of 2021 and moving into 2022. With that, we have discard any fears of success and be willing to offer more than is expected of you. Oops. And then last but not least, we're going to end with our standard healing note card. And that says you are filled with healing love. Thank you so much, Cancer, for tuning in, watching, listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe, and let me know how this video resonates with you. If you subscribe to my channel, you'll be notified when I post other future videos. I post a couple a month, so you'll get notified of those. Also, if you feel inclined, I did include my Venmo in the comments box, so you can make donations if you would like. But thank you again, Cancer. Make sure you finish December out strong, and 2022 is going to be really wonderful for you.